Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the all-new Land Rover Discovery. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Land Rover here in Lehi, Utah for giving me some time with this Discovery. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can browse what they have currently. And something that's awesome about the Land Rover here in Lehi is they do not charge any markups over MSRP for any of the new Land Rover or Jaguar product. So if you want a great deal on a new Land Rover or Jaguar, then definitely reach out to them. If you have any questions whatsoever, just ask for Jordan. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 296 horsepower and then 295 pound-feet of torque, with fuel economy being 19 around town and then 22 on the highway. Let's go over the front end of the Discovery. So first off, you guys can see we have the Discovery logo, front and center. Now this particular one is white, so you can't really see a whole lot of what's happening on the hood, but they also happen to have this black one, so you can kind of see what's happening with the body lines and the hood and everything a little bit better. But anyways, coming back to our Discovery, we've got these cool daytime running lights here with the LED headlamps, and then notice the grille blacked out. And then you guys can see here with the little accent piece off the side also blacked out. Parking sensors here on the front end. We have our dynamic badge right there. And well, the reason I picked out this white one is so you guys can see the contrast with the elements, and I think it looks pretty cool in the Discovery. Coming around the side here, our tire and wheel setup is 285/40/22 in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you guys can see here with the wheels themselves all blacked out. We've got a 5-spoke design, which I think actually looks pretty cool overall. And then I love how the fender flare is also blacked out to contrast the white on this particular Discovery. Got our Discovery badge here, and also trim at the bottom, also blacked out. Mirror cap and roof also blacked out. Yeah, there's a lot of blacked out elements on this, but there's your full side view. So here's our key fob. We have our unlock function or lock function. This is to turn on the lights, and then this is to open up the rear hatch. And unlike the Defender, it actually opens up, well, normally. So first off, I love how Land Rovers come with like this bag of goodies, which is always interesting, and you know, it's kind of a fun little element. Storage space back here is fantastic. I mean, it's massive here in the rear. And then you guys can see we've got a bunch of controls here for, well, the seats to raise and lower them, and then this is for the air suspension to raise and lower it, so it makes basically accessing the rear a little bit easier. And then this is all the seats down at once, which is pretty cool. So for example, if I press this, it does the headrest for you too, which is fun. And then it'll lower it down. It's kind of slow though, but you guys probably noticed that this one does have the third row. It's kind of hidden under this like mesh of mats and everything, but it adds to the practicality. And then you can just raise the seat one touch with that. And then just like the label suggests, the third row is 2 seats. And other than that, when you're all done, just press this function right here, or button rather. There you go. Now let's finish things up with the rest of the rear. So first off, you guys can see here with the spoiler at the top, painted black. And then I love the taillights here on the Discovery, definitely cool. Range Rover's always, or Land Rover rather, is always really good with their taillight design. And then you guys can see Discovery, and then we got our Land Rover logo. Parking sensors here at the bottom, and then pretty normal receiver hitch setup. And so let me know what you guys think about the rear of this. Now here's the door panel in the rear. You guys can see how it's white here at the top with the leather trim, and I love kind of like the texturing on that, very unique. Window control there at the top, and then it's black down below. And again, I love just like the overall feel. Pretty cool with the door handle right there. Pretty normal speaker. Now here are the seats. So you can see again, 2-tone with the white and with the black. Really love like the little rivets, I guess is what we'll call them there in the center of the seat, and the piping as well, which is pretty cool. But let's pop in. Ooh, these seats are nice. There's your legroom. There's your headroom. And then I guess we have our little charging port right there. And then storage space. Climate controls here for the rear. And then you guys can see with the little charging ports down below. And this is the most interesting looking cup holder armrest I've ever seen. Look at that. Look how that's put in there. And then you guys can see with the like light control here at the top. And then we even have a sunroof here for the rear passengers. So obviously that's kind of more towards the third row, I suppose. And then I guess the second row is supposed to show the sunroof with the front. But it's cool that we have like this double sunroof situation. So here's the front door panel. You've got that same cool design here. So it's got like that scaly look basically. All of our window controls right here, and then also the mirror adjustments all in that same little area. Blind spot monitoring here for the mirror. And then you guys can see down below again with the padding. We've got memory seats built in. Meridian sound system, just a Range Rover thing to use, Meridian, or I should say Land Rover, sorry. And then pillowy headrest, which is nice. And then down below, again, you got that two-tone design here with the seats. Here's kind of like a better look on the bottom portion of the seat. Power adjustments here on the side are dynamic. And then here's the pedal layout. That's to open up the rear hatch. And then again with the cool leather trim. And let's pop in. So here is the steering wheel. You guys can see really nice leather trim all around, and then look at the paddle shifters there on the back. Love the trim on those as well. And then notice we've got the controls for the center stack, voice command controls, and then we do have our adaptive cruise control here on the other side. Turn signal light stock, windshield wiper stock, you know the usual. There's the steering wheel. So here is our center gauge cluster. You guys can see half analog, half screen. Now with the screen, I can press that one button on the left side of the steering wheel, and that'll let me scroll through some different menus, see different bits of information like the media, general vehicle information, you know, all the normal works. And let me know if you guys like this gauge cluster or the full digital more. So here's the center infotainment screen. First off, if we pop it into reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. And we've got some different viewpoints. Notice we have the center locker here with the disco. And then you got the towing mode as well. You can go through the camera view. So cool that it has the full 360 camera system. And let me actually see if this has the thing where it does the under side as well. Yeah, it does. So you can also see underneath. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just a nice feature. So a great camera system. And then with the rest of the screen, response time's great. You guys can see stuff like our current elevation, for example. You got like your slope assist, all that. And then again, the wheel info. Tons of fun stuff. Wade sensing as well. And so yeah, overall, really easy to use. Tons of cool features, especially when it comes to off-roading. And look at this, when you go to the seats, for example. We got massaging seats. Are you kidding me? No way. Yeah, we do. That's cool. So down below, we've got this tab. It's got a bunch of controls on it. So like shortcut buttons for different functions, basically. So like that takes me over to the seat tab, for example. I can press this in to adjust the seats from the cooled function to the heated function, for example. And then I can pull it and that goes to fan speed, push back in, go back to normal. But the most interesting part of this tab is this. It's like extra storage space. And then it pulls up the climate control here on the screen because it knows the tab is down and you can't access it with the tab down. That's interesting. We got a wireless phone charging pad here and some more storage space right next to it. And then here is our little shifter for the 8-speed automatic transmission. And then this is actually our drive mode select. We'll go over that in just a moment. Hill descent control, couple cup holders, you can cover that up. And then, whoa, chunky center console. That's for sure. You guys can see a couple USBs. And going from that, drive mode select. So it will pop up here. So we've got a grass, gravel, snow, mud ruts, sand. We've got a waiting mode, and then we have a configurable as well. And on the other side, we've got a comfort and then an eco mode. So, you know, normal Land Rover, which with lots of different driving modes. So up top, we just have a traditional mirror. And then, like I said, we have the double sunroof situation. And then you got the shades for both the sunroofs. And then this is to open up the main sunroof right there. So here's the window sticker for this 2023 Disco. You guys can see with the standard equipment that this has, being an R Dynamic S. And then warranty information, 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle warranty. And then MSRP, $61,600. And then, well, that's base MSRP before options. And there's a few options added to this, obviously. Total MSRP, $77,230. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's the visibility over the hood, and hopefully you guys can now see the heads-up display. Both the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring, and then throughout the rest of the rear. And before we set off, this also has the armrests. Such a Range Rover thing or Land Rover thing to do. But anyways, let's set off. Oh, setting off here in the Discovery. First off, kind of see how this, you know, 2-liter 4-cylinder performs. Ride quality is really good. This is a Land Rover day for me today, so thanks to the Land Rover in Lehigh for having me today. But I've filmed a bunch of different vehicles. So I filmed the Sport today, new Defender, now we're filming this, and then after this I'm filming an Evoque. So I get to pretty much go throughout most of the lineup and feel the difference between all the vehicles back to back. Now, something I really like about the Discovery that I have discovered, oh, that was horrible. I guess since I'm about to have a kid, the dad jokes are starting to pile up. It's really smooth from a ride quality standpoint. Now, this is the first Land Rover product that I've driven today that does not have the air suspension system. And I can tell you that with the regular coils, it's still a very comfortable vehicle. Now, continuing along here, some other stuff that I would like to mention is seat comfort's really good. Now, this new Sport definitely still has the most comfortable seats out of the batch. I will say that. Handling's also really solid as well. It's so floaty. It's such a comfortable experience. I love it. Definitely all about it. Some other stuff. Steering is, you know, there's a decent amount of play initially, but then once you get past it, it feels pretty direct. So I think that's definitely a positive. Okay, so we're gonna get a little acceleration here. Woo! You know, honestly, this 4-cylinder isn't bad. Like, for a 2-liter 4-cylinder, it actually is pretty dang peppy. So I'm impressed with what, you know, Land Rover's done with this powertrain. So good job with that. Handling's, yeah, you can definitely feel the weight, but handling's pretty good for what this is, for how heavy this is. So, summing things up with the Discovery, should you, oh, of course we missed it. Should you get a Discovery? Well, here it depends. And actually, we're gonna get a massage again. If you're going to be just doing mostly on-road driving, I think this is a great vehicle. It's a lot easier to get than the Defender. This used to be like the Defender, right? When the Defender wasn't being sold for such a long time. But now that we have the new Defender, right, it's kind of a little bit of a different story. And that's what everyone's going after. Like, it's really hard to get a new Defender. But the Discovery, like, it's a lot easier to actually get one of these. And so, basically, if you want the driving experience of the Defender without having to pay Defender price premiums, and like I said, the Land Rover here in Lehigh doesn't charge any amount over MSRP, but most Land Rover dealerships will make you pay, you know, a big premium over MSRP for a new Defender. Then that's what the Discovery gives you. From an off-road perspective, I've seen quite a few people build these up, and these things are super capable off-road. Now, is it as good as the Defender? I don't think so. I feel like the Defender, they, you know, with how they've sculpted the bodywork on that and everything, it's just more set up for off-roading. But for most people, with the off-roading that most people do, I think that this is the rig to go for. And so, again, if you want the Defender experience, but you don't want to wait for a Defender or pay the crazy price premiums associated with the Defender, that's what the Discovery gives you.